Betty off the side, wanting to take this one down. Can he find the damage? 4-0 for Flash Wolves. They remain undefeated.
以往的比赛我都是打得很龟缩，然后就是不好，因为那时候我自己也觉得我肯定是比不过那些 AD 的，所以今年我就是做出让自己可以打得更凶，然后更激进、更加认真的练习。
The shots come in, Reckless has so much damage. The shot comes in, he gets the crit.
우승팀이 이제 세체 바텀, 세체 탑, 세체 미드 이런 타이틀을 갖기 때문에 꼭 이번 토너먼트에서 이겨서 이제 그런 타이틀을 얻고 싶긴 하죠.
I think Uzi is the best AD carry at this tournament. I think Uzi is just really aware of what he can do in every moment.
Devoured for big by so much time.
Uzi
taken out. That might just be game.
If we have a chance to play against him again, I would like to show that I can contest for the best AD carry at this tournament.
Ole tries to hobble away from this one, but the pillar will provide the quadra kill for Reckless.
Khi những nhà vô địch của 6 đội xuất hiện thì mình thấy là mùa này AD các đội rất là mạnh.
我其实觉得大家的实力真的确实都是特别的差不多。
I think the best ADs from every region came, and I'm definitely doing a pretty big disservice to all 9 other NLCS ADs right now.
Give this Drake away for free. Broxa is taken very low, but Double Lift is caught out and beaten down. Flashes and can't get himself away.
I think to win the rest of the games, I just need to step up and just play to the level that I was and not care about who we're up against.
Welcome to Berlin, Germany for day 3 of the MSI group stage. The race for the semifinals is heating up as the undefeated Flash Wolves look to defend their spot against the challengers below them.
For this possibility of the Trundle, of the jungle matchup as well. Not wanting to use that one, even though Prey has been so good on the Ezreal and been so happy with the double tier build.
We're going to have to wait so long to unpack the whys of why they ban away. If you say something, they are so strong at wielding, watching for the support, the top laner. Seems like those are the big ones that we're talking about. The Rakan ban, you mentioned that Trundle, Kobe, a very safe first pick if they want it.
We do see Kai'Sa go through the picks and bans here, though. On the cards, being banned out a lot.
But we saw no Kai'Sa priority yesterday when we saw Kingzone Dragon X in a game, so there's no chances it'll be taken. They do overlook the Kai'Sa at first.
They leave it up for now, but like, we've also talked about how well Trundle works with Kai'Sa, so it becomes very sketchy here for the Flash Wolves. If Betty doesn't want to utilize the champion, I think Prey and Kingzone would be happy to.
You're being pulled in so many different directions. You think of combinations with Trundle. You thought Kai'Sa. I'm sitting here and saying, what about that Swain? Because while BDD only played a single game, Swain Trundle is a duo that has been wielded at the highest level. It's going to see a first pick here on the red side. They actually do not counter pick for support. So the double range support that got them those turrets is gone. They've already gone for Tahm Kench, a staple of Gorilla. What that tells me is, hey, why don't you opt in for a range support? We'll gank you. And that has been something that Gorilla's fallen down to multiple times in the past.
And I want to talk about Tahm Kench because he's such a controversial champion, and everyone always brings up, oh, he's so OP, you know, with the Devour and the Abyssal Voyage cross-map move. Now, this champion does have a lot of strengths, but it also does not bring as much to a 5-on-5 team fight like something like a Braum. So there are also weaknesses to it. The thing is, though, they've been very good at using the strengths.
Doesn't have the best laning phase into Soraka either, which is something we have seen come out from Kingzone already this tournament. They lock the rise here, have a lot of different picks to go next.
These two teams are good enough that the what-ifs always have flow-on effects. Well, Soraka comes in, gets ganked, dies fast. is the follow on there is the Kai'Sa will be picked up for Prey, so they will be going with it regardless.
And the Rise in the mid lane for BDD, so he can have the option of
exactly where they want them. Gorilla did opt into the ranged support who can get pressure but be ganked. If double flash goes down on Lulu and Kai'Sa, that's going to be just a terrible time. And here's Flash Wolves for the last pick.
Matchup. That's a classic matchup if he picks it.
Calm down, calm down. Let's go.
No, Kobe!
He's got it!
Come up, Kobe!
It is indeed going to be the Yasuo counter into the Gnar. We've seen it so many times. What you want to do in this matchup, Yasuo has so much mobility that's easy for him to try and take advantage of the Gnar mini form and go offensive in that time. They also have the Kha'Zix as their jungler, so there's a lot of damage that they could bring to Brunt in that matchup. However, Khan, this is your time to shine. There have been questions at this tournament. You know, the Vladimir play, very questionable. And now is his time to really show up.
From level 6 onwards, the threat is massive. And I mean level 6 on the Kha'Zix, because suddenly Kha'Zix and Galio can join you when you think you're just going mano a mano. These range supports are not, and it's why when you see that matchup, you on the first side say, okay, priority King Zone, but the ganking potential is certainly there for Flash.
Yeah, and Peanut using his priority early on to get both Scuttle Crabs here, and then returning to clear out all of his small camps. So trying to keep Muujin corralled in their side, and a lot of vision has been laid by Kings. It's hyped up as, oh yes, super exciting counter, because people want to see Yasuo played, right? But you also need to think about a lot of the pressure does come from kill pressure, and where's the jungler, or where's the Galio ultimate? Those are the things that Kingzone are really going to have to account for, because we're approaching the level 6s coming in, and the ultimate's becoming available for them to use.
A lot of pro players have actually spoken to me privately, some skepticism about still counterpick being used after Yasuo many moons ago got Galio's coming too.
Muujin waiting in the wings. You have to clear out those minion wave, those 5-6 minions there. Muujin will catch on to Khan, trying to get their isolation damage down. Pops the Void Assault as well, but here's the TP in from Prey, and Flash Wolves respect.
Yeah, so much gain here though. Flash Wolves, they push him off of the cannon minion wave. The cannon minion will go down. The tower takes damage.
Flash Taunt doesn't quite connect onto Khan, but tower in the top lane. It's a switch. Usually we see Flash needs it. He's more than willing to sacrifice himself to help out the squad.
I think we might have alienated a lot of our viewers who like some solo Q Lee Sin, but let's talk about the mid lane here.
Here we go.
Teleport in from King Zone here, trying to catch on towards Flash Wolves as they use the Herald. Khan there in the front line, but Betty can just open up. And King Zone will use the teleport to stop the tower falling in mid.
Yeah, Betty there, just forcing them off with a few autos from the Kog'Maw. His Rage Blade is done, so you definitely have to respect it. Here goes Muujin flanking around.
They know Khan doesn't have flash, but they can still look for the damage. Prey there on the front line. There's the wind wall to stop Prey. Takes a bit of a chunk from Betty in return, waiting for that next minion wave, but it's all the way back in base at the moment.
You can tell how frustrating it is for Kingzone playing against the wind wall. Betty on the Kog'Maw gets this.
What are you going to do? And that's basically the theory here. Very interesting to see how Kingzone play around it. And it does vindicate going fully into the Bramble Vest, the Frozen Mallet. Khan is basically saying, I need to be able to at least wave clear next to the Yasuo, if not be able to kill it.
Yeah, and the mobility boots also completed.
Prey.
Oh, there we go. Caught out in the front line, managed to get healed with a wild growth, but that is Burst Blood to Muujin, and Flash Wolves get the latest Burst Blood of any MSI.
He tries to take the standing damage trade. Prey can usually calculate these, not able to in that case. The Knight's Vow definitely doing a lot of help, and the Devour was held onto the entire lane.
Galio ult is available if Muujin jumped in.
Khan's chasing off Hanabi off towards the top side of this. Prey trying to dodge around. Betty and Sword are pushing forward. Khan goes into Mega, has the blast cone, can look for the knock into the wall. That's exactly what he's going to do. But a great devour from Swordite keeps his AD carry. Yasuo gets away. Yasuo in the front line gets two, and it's a great fight for Flash Wolves. Kingzone are dethroned here by the Flash Wolves. It's 4 for none.
That's going to be the Baron. They can even take Infernal Drake on the way. It looks like they're splitting here for the objectives. Peanut is the only surviving member of Kingzone, and he just has to watch everything be taken off the map.
Coach Harai and Axine also picture-in-picture look on with disgust. We started all with chasing down the Yasuo, slowing him down, but he finds the last breath. It's on to Prey. That was all he needed. They go down, and so should Battle.
Yeah, that's a little bit...
We need a buddy system here.
They decided to stop off for the Infernal Drake first. Now we're going to have attempt number 2, Sword Art here to tank.
I'm pretty sure Maple's CP was cancelled by Peanut down in the bottom lane, so they didn't have the tank coming in. Sword Art can tank it now, though, and that Baron is going to go over to Flash Wolves from a 1,000 gold lead a minute ago to 6,000 gold ahead in Infernal and Ocean. 5 kills to Nick.
Flash Wolves looking so good this tournament. Take another look at how this started out. Like I said, they were always looking for the option of this Galio ultimate, and Mugen flanks around right behind them. They're able to get the huge knockup that is triggering the Yasuo. Actually, Hanabi got his own knockup right there. He had charged it off the minions and got it onto the priority targets.
And Khan actually, even though he jumped in with the W, with the E, he wasn't able to get any sort of wall stun as it looked like it was being set up for. But the setup for Flash was perfect. Their teamfight KDAs have been insane this tournament. Look at how much in that Yasuo teamfight.
There we go. Example in Hanabi. There's the Gnar. Maple in towards the side, but a great killer will separate him from the fight. Hanabi trying to dodge around. Gets the last breath onto Peanut. There's a hero's entrance as well. Eventually Hanabi falls, and now Maple not in the best of spots, but Betty's on his way. The killer instinct from Prey onto Maple. Mugen kills Gorilla off towards the backside, and now Kingstones are the one who have to run away because Mugen is hungry for kills. Can't try to trade into him. Mugen eventually has to back away, but Flash Wolves are in such a good spot.
And with the Baron buff, they can easily push down this turret and the inhibitor turret.
They may not be able to end the game, but it seems like the last dagger through the heart might be one that kills off the hopes of Kingzone. Flash Wolves really in the front seat to go 5-0.
Looking for that top spot in the group. 5-0, undefeated for the first half of MSI after being underrated by everyone who has stood in their way. Flash Wolves just need to knock down the Nexus to take the win.
Undeniably, Flash Wolves.
He says, oh no, you don't, you can't step up to me.
Lethal tempo, and the W active there gives a lot of DPS.
Maple stepping forward, a great double taunt. Mugen coming in from the side as well, and already Gorilla is down. Prey jumps in with the killer instinct, it's all on him, it's all on Khan. The knockback, can Kingzone somehow revive this game? Betty jumped on, he kills him, Hero's entrance as well, and now Kingzone have been able to force Flash Wolves back.
Some heroic team fighting there, huge move by B to flash in and assassinate Betty. As surprised as Gorilla dying with ult up, but Mugen, he's caught as well.
That's going to be the Guardian Angel down, and they should get the kill right afterwards. This is with an Ocean Drake up and 54 seconds left on Baron. Kingzone should be able to recover.
That's why you can never count Kingzone out. We say it every game. A single mistake is all they need to get back in.
Watch the replay here. The execution from 10,000 gold behind. If anything goes wrong, the game is over. I saw Gorilla pop, and I thought the game was over. I was guilty. They don't disconnect here. Prey first goes in. Huge Gnar ultimate from Khan. But the big story is Betty watch. He walks away, sees that Betty is alone, instantly assassinates him. Sword Art for once doesn't fully have his wits around him, and they actually turn it around.
Yeah, really good recognition there of the opening for
now tempo or control around Elder. That is definitely a win for Flash Wolves.
The one thing that does separate the two AD carries is the fact that Betty has gone pure aggression here. There's a QSS into Mercurial for Prey, so he's had to be a little bit safer. He doesn't have something like a Tahm Kench to protect him.
No Knight's Vow, no damage reduction on a Galio ultimate. Both of those are purely with Betty.
Yep, you're going to want to be more offensively minded when your support is the Lulu. Here we go, though.
Stuff dies real fast.
Quickly that falls. Mugen's in the midst of it all. The Hero's entrance. Look for the last breath knockup. Can't quite connect. Elder Dragon falls, though, and now Flash Wolves can try and take this fight.
They're going in.
Oh, man, torn from Maple, and once again, the mid lane steps up. Betty says, oh no, you don't, to Kingzone, and forces them running back to base.
Such a good initiation there. Mugen stealths into the middle. They get the giant Galio ultimate that zones the whole team off of the Elder Dragon, allows Flash Wolves to finish it up, and with the extra damage, they're pushing right down mid.
With the recalls, they're going to get at minimum this mid lane inhibitor. Love the play. Didn't need a smite to guarantee that Elder Dragon. Do they want more? BDD, 35 seconds.
Bot lane inhib is there for them if they want it. Should just try and take that one. I want to see them go back to the Baron. Close this out as well as you have played it up to now. You don't need to take a risk.
Kingzone now trying to keep them in sight because Flash Wolves have time, because the super minions will be coming soon. They need to work with the big minion wave they have top as their very temporary point of pressure.
I think it's YOLO time.
Teleport's coming in. It's YOLO time, as you say, for Kingzone. They've started up the Baron down to 3,000 HP. The Gnar misses onto Mugen. The Baron is going to fall. It goes to Gorilla. But can Flash Wolves take the fight? Can Kingzone somehow survive? Betty kills one in the backline. And Betty is just spitting out hell upon Kingzone. A triple for him. Khan survives, but eventually he will fall as well. And Flash Wolves are going to go top of the group.
That was such an amazing game, and Flash Wolves in the end completely ace King Zone and finished it off.
A super well-deserved victory for the Flash Wolves. They were the ones that enjoyed the lead for the majority of this game. The better team for the majority of the game pick up the victory. There is no big comeback for King Zone, and Flash Wolves are your favorites for MSI.
Flash Wolves, the King Zone Slayers. 5-0. That's an incredible performance by them to take down the LCK champions.
King Zone vacated a lot of this early game. They made changes thinking that we could beat Day 1, Day 2 Flash Wars. Well, Day 3 Flash Wars had a new side, a new string to their bow. The Yasuo top lane completely stopped any sort of impact from the Gnar coming through from Khan. The top lane carrying Khan was negated.
Once a Yasuo main, always a Yasuo main,
Apparently.
my friend.
Apparently.
Doesn't matter how many tanks you play in between.
And if you're Flash Wolves now, you're looking at the second half of the tournament and saying, we're pretty unbeatable, guys. Like, maybe they can go throughout the entirety of the group without even dropping a game. There haven't been too many moments where you've looked at them and said, that was weak, that was poor, that was a mistake, and the enemy team just didn't capitalize.
I mean, they still haven't lost since they got to Europe, right? They went through Gambit very cleanly in the play-in finals, so Flash Wolves just keep rolling along, beating everyone in front of them. What is there to be scared of? They've beaten everyone here.
They beat everyone in the LMS, they're beating everyone at MSI, and they should be extremely proud of their performance today.
King Zone, on the other hand, have had Day 2 where they really fell down, and now Day 3 has started off poorly for them as well.
Welcome back to MSI 2018, where I'm standing by with the one, the only, the legend, Hasagi Hanabi. After beating King Zone with the Flash Wolves and going 6-0, I have to ask Hanabi, in your rookie split, in your first international season, you take Yasuo versus Gnar, which is a good matchup, but you do it versus King Zone. Tell me about why you took the pick and how you think you played in the game.
他说：“你现在是世界知名的哈萨基哈纳比，然后你打得非常好，然后这是你第一次打这么大的比赛，然后又是跟 King Zone 打。当然，选亚素去打纳尔是会是一个 counter 没有错，可是还是需要很多操作跟团战的考量才能打。那你那时候选的时候是你们是怎么想的？”
就当时选的时候，就教练希望我去跟他正面对线，然后亚素很康的对面的阵容，然后也有很多人不会打亚素这个英雄，所以我就去选他了。
So when we made the pick, our coach wanted me to play him heads up in the laning phase, and obviously yes, Yasuo is a counter to Gnar, and we think Yasuo is pretty good against our team too, and that's why we went with Yasuo and get the game.
It was that simple, apparently. It was an amazing game to watch, and you guys are now absolutely undefeated. You are 5-0, rather, in the group stage of MSI. Why is it that the Flash Wolves are so good? What do you think is the reason that you are the best team and better than any other team here so far?
所以目前产量表现得十分好，那目前是5胜0败的状态。那你们表现得非常强势，那你觉得你们是什么地方做得特别好，就是让你们就是领先群雄呢？
就因为我们前2天都连胜嘛，然后大家气氛都非常好，所以都打得非常的放开，就不会限制自己，就是想办法打的，就是一直去进攻。然后这版本就是进攻很重要的版本，所以我们就很顺利赢下来。
So we have like 2 days of full straight wins, so that kind of boosts our confidence and also help us get loose. Like we're not afraid of anything. We're ready to make plays. We're ready to play aggressive. And this meta, I think, being on the offense is more important, and that's how we're on a roll right now.
Okay, fantastic so far. Congratulations, Hanabi. Fantastic, fantastic stuff. The Flash Wolves so far are the best team at MSI. Back over to you guys.
They absolutely are. I can't wait to see them play.